Previously on Daxplore. And coming up in today's video.
It was an absolute shocker. It's so bad. It's so bad. Hello there everyone, and an official welcome to today's video from Phantasialand. We are here in the Viking area of the park where Taron is situated, the multi-launch coaster. We've just been on it, if you can't already tell from the way I look. Now, we have come to the park on the 27th of December, and in fact, I don't think it was a good idea to come on this day. I thought it would be a nice quiet day after Christmas. Everyone's busy with their family, at home, enjoying the festive season. Yeah, well, I was very wrong indeed. It is a Saturday, so I should have actually thought about it, but it's a Saturday, the 27th of December, just after Christmas. A lot of people probably got this as a Christmas gift, and it is absolutely packed. It's a full park, and Phantasialand is not really the same as Europa Park with the virtual line and stuff. So you can't book a virtual line here and skip the queues. You can get a fast pass for some rides, and I will explain a little bit on how that works later on. However, it's an upcharge. I think it's about 10 to 15 euros per attraction, and you have to go to the Berlin area of the park to go and book that, but I will discuss that a little more later on. I just wanted to introduce you to the vlog today, and I hope you do enjoy it. We're here, as I said, in the Viking area of the park. I will show you some off-ride photos of Taron, the multi-launch coaster. It's aged really well. It was such a great ride. That second launch, when it jolts you out of, can you hear it? You can probably hear it in the background. It jolts you out of that second launch, and it is absolutely amazing. It's such a great ride, and I enjoy it. We waited 70 minutes. All the queues are very long today, so we're going to be expecting long queue times, but we're going to go and do some more indoor rides now that don't have such a long queue. Just hear a roar. So we're going to go and do the horror ride now. It's one of the longest, or if not the longest, underground dark ride in the whole of Europe. So we're going to go and do that now. That's situated in the Asian area of the park. The park is split up into different areas. As I said here, the Viking area is one of the newest areas. There's Mexico, which is home to Chiapas, the Wildwasserbahn, which is a great ride as well. That's actually open today. There's a fantasy area, there's an Asian area, and there's a German Berlin alley, I think. So today is not just a regular day here in Phantasialand. The park is open till 8 o'clock tonight, so we will be getting in some rides in the dark as well. And so we're looking forward to that. Get some night rides. Hopefully the queues are not going to be too long, but we need to go on Fly as well, Rookburg, the grey area there, and that's the flying coaster that we need to go on as well. That's got a wait time of 50 minutes right now, so we're going to skip that till later on and hopefully get a good ride in the dark. And there are actually fireworks to enjoy in the evening as well. So Phantasialand actually hosts their Wintertraum, which is in the winter season, where they do fireworks and stuff as well. So there's a show to look forward to tonight, and the whole park should be lit up with Christmas lights, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Okay guys, so come along. I'm afraid I can't show you any on-ride footage in this park. This park is specifically very strict when it comes to on-ride filming. You're not even allowed to film on dark rides. So I will only be able to get off-ride shots of the attractions and roller coasters for you, but I hope it doesn't disappoint too much. I'm going to get some great footage, and especially later on when the park is lit up and looks really nice, we'll get some great footage for you. So come along and join us here in Phantasialand, and let's enjoy it together. So I think it's such a great immersive area. You have eateries here as well, where you can have a bite to eat. The whole area is just absolutely brilliant. There's It's all Viking themed, and it's done to such an enormous standard. There's, wherever you look, there's theming, and it's just so immersive. Even the music playing everywhere as well. You can get some crepe, coffee, tea, soft drinks and stuff here. So we're going to make our way now to the Asian area of the park, which is actually where we came in. And as I just said, we waited 70 minutes. You can get this quick pass plus if you want to, but obviously you pay per ride that you want to extra for the fast pass. I'm actually a bit lost now, to be honest. Oh no, that goes to Reich, which is also a boomerang coaster, which is a nice little addition for the little ones that can't ride Taron. We're going to avoid that for now and just make our way to the Asian area. As I said, we're going to go to the dark ride. So here's a little look at the boomerang Reich. I haven't actually seen it operating yet, so I'm not sure if it is or not. Maybe it's still testing, but we're going to make our way up here now. I'm going to show you some more shots of Taron while we're waiting. And just look at this area, it's just so immersive. And all this themed rock work in the background here, I'll get you a better shot over here, is actually a sound barrier because we're really, really close to the local village. That Phantasialand has a lot of problems with the sound and had quite a few complaints in the past. I think they're running on 3 trains right now, Taron. But it's quite difficult to get shots because it's actually such a long ride that the train is always somewhere. Here you go. There's the launch. Up it goes. And you can see just going behind that sound barrier there. There you go, Taron. Yeah, but we're going to make our way now, as I said, to the Asian area of the park, which is quite underrated actually. They have good food as well. So let's go. And you can get some great shots from all angles here. They've really done a good job. You can literally see the coaster from all angles. There you can hear that launch. That should be the second launch. And you can see the brake run over there. It's great for roller coaster nerds. You can get some great shots. There it goes. It's just so fast that it's hard to get the shot at the right time. So I'm going to treat you to some more off-ride shots and then we will see you, there it goes, in the Asian area. So guys, after Taron, we went to the Genghis Rickshaw, which is the indoor dark ride. The longest, it is in fact the longest dark ride in the entire Europe. And, well, what can I say? Where do I start? It was an absolute shocker. It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, coming from Europa Park and stuff, you do have quite a high standard, but I am so disappointed in that dark ride. It is absolutely shocking. It goes on for a long time and there's so much potential, which I thought was so disappointing, but it's themed to a Asian horror theme. But there's just no proper storyline to it, really. You just go through it and there's a lot of sections where you can't see anything and it's just black, and you can see parts of the sets and you can see the lights and you can see backstage areas. You can see emergency exit signs, which obviously is a good thing. You need to know where the emergency exits are, but you can integrate them a little bit better, like, in my opinion. I think it's so disappointing. It's so run down. I think it needs a drastic update. I think instead of expanding the park even more or adding a new ride to Phantasialand, they really should use the space they have and invest, because you can do so much out of that. You can really do so much. I'm afraid I couldn't get any on-ride shots for you. As I said before, the park is very, very strict when it comes to on-ride filming at all on any rides, not even on the dark ride. So I wasn't able to get any on-ride footage for you, which is disappointing because I would have loved you to have seen how shocking that was. And I've just come to a corner of the park now because it's so loud and so busy here that it's a struggle to find a corner where I can actually film, to be quite honest with you. Maybe that's just me being a bit picky as well, but yeah, we're in the fantasy area now, and this behind me is actually where River Quest is. River Quest is the Rapids ride of the park, which does close during the winter season, so we won't be able to ride that. Chiapas, the Wild Water ride, is in fact open. We'll see how long the queues are for that. Maybe I'll have a ride on it, maybe not, but it is absolutely freezing. It's -3 degrees, and I don't know if I'll be riding that today, to be quite honest with you, but I will definitely get some off-ride shots. I wouldn't be able to film on-ride anyway, so we'll make our way down that area of the park a little later on, but for now we're going to stay in this area, and in front of me is the park's drop tower, which is a great ride. It's also quite old, but it's always a great laugh. You actually get shot up instead of dropping down, and I'll try and get some pictures for you, some off-ride shots of the drop tower, and we're going to be going on that now. It does have a 30-minute wait, but obviously being a full park today, it has high wait times on every single ride. We even waited 15 minutes for that shocking dark ride, and I'm so disappointed about that. I will not be going on that again, I will tell you. If you manage to find a video of that ride on YouTube somewhere, then take a look. It's so disappointing because it could be a great ride, but it's just the animatronics were not working properly. They were really run down. They could have used updating. It's just, I don't know. I mean, on a day where you pay full price, you're paying around 70 euros to come into this park. And the park, don't get me wrong, has a lot to offer, especially the new roller coasters and stuff. The Vekoma flying coaster, Fly, and Taron, the multi-launch, are brilliant rides. And I'd recommend anyone who hasn't been on them before to go on them. But, I mean, when it comes to the little attractions and the dark rides and stuff, the park is really lacking that. So I would say in future, I would recommend them updating those rides instead of expanding the park. And I don't think they have a lot of space to expand anyway, so they really are going to have to update what they have in the future. Anyway, we're going to go on the drop ride now, and I will show some off-ride shots. Obviously you won't be able to see the drop tower because it is located inside the castle, but I'll get some off-ride shots for you, and then we'll see you a little later on.
Europapark. Warm werden lassen. Hier.
So we've just come off the Mystery Castle. I showed you some off-ride shots there. It was, oh God, I don't know. Every single time I forget how intense that ride is. It shoots you all the way up and then the lights go on and then you realise how high that actually is. Yeah, oh well. I mean, I recommend anyone who hasn't been on it to go on it, definitely, but I'm not going on that anytime soon. So now we're walking through Klugheimer. We're going to go onto the other end of the park. We was going to have something to eat here in the Asian restaurant, but they said that there's a wait time of 30 minutes. And we thought, oh, that's quite a long time for a restaurant. And the lady said, yeah, because they have 3 big groups booked in the restaurant, so that's why we're gonna have to wait. The lowest time we'll have to wait is 30 minutes, which I mean is okay on a day like this. The park is completely booked. However, if you think about it, it's a theme park, and I think they should be used to that many people, to be honest. Yeah, but there you go. That's just my opinion. You can leave a comment down below and say what you think of that. But yeah, so we're deciding now to go through Klugheim again to the other end of the park where we haven't actually been yet. So that way I can show you the Mexican area of the park, and we can visit. Sorry, I'm just trying to avoid all the people here. It's quite difficult to concentrate when there's people coming from all angles. Then we can go to Ruckberg. There's Taron in the background there. The new area of the park. Well, I say new area, it's been around since a few years now. The Vekoma fly coaster, which we're going to have to go on today. I'll probably be able to get some great shots of that in the dark as well. Going to get some good night rides in today, hopefully, if the queue times are not too long. But we'll definitely be able to get some nice shots of the park when it's all lit up later on for the Wintertraum, Winter Dream experience. So I'm excited for that later on. But yeah, we're going to make our way now to Ruckberg and go to one of the restaurants there and have a sit-down meal, because it is very, very busy. I know I've said that many times already, but it's nice just to sit down, and it's so cold. So cold. So we're going to warm up, have a good bite to eat, and go from there. So we have to walk through Klugheim. As I showed you the shots earlier of Taron. You get some really good shots walking around this area. So now we should come into the Mexican area, I think, if I'm not mistaken. There's also the African area, which is home to the B&M inverted coaster Black Mamba. That has a queue time of 1 hour as well at the moment, so we're going to see. Hopefully we can get a ride on that later on, but the ride on Taron was so cold, and inside that drop tower castle, God, it was freezing. It was absolutely freezing. Yeah, so here we are. We've come through to the Mexican area. This is also home to Chiapas, the Wild Wasserban, and Colorado Adventure. And we seem a bit lost now. What way do we need to go? We need to literally go through where Berlin is. Where Berlin is. Are we the wrong side? So Chiapas, the Wild Water Ride, is open, and I love this themed area. It's so immersive as well. Mexican theme. Absolutely brilliant. They've done a great job here, and it's such a steep drop. I'm just going to go over here. People are eating, so I don't want to distract them, but I just want to show you the drop. Not a lot of people on it today, obviously, with those cold temperatures, but this is the Mexican area. Lots of eateries here as well where you can grab a bite to eat. Look at that, absolutely amazing. There we go, no one in it again. That's such a steep drop. See, maybe I'll go on it later on, maybe not. The queue time isn't very long. And over in the distance there you can see Ruckberg, and that's the way we're heading. So we're gonna have to go over here and head to Ruckberg, which is situated in the German Berlin area, but it's sort of hidden away, so we'll take you there next. This area of the park is so heavily themed. It really is done to such a high standard. That's why it disappointed me earlier on with the dark ride, because some of the parks are so up to date and so modern and so immersive, and then you get other parts of the park that are sort of just left behind. And I mean, obviously having Fly the coaster and Taron and stuff, they cost a lot of money, and they're not too old, so they're probably still paying those off. And the park doesn't have a budget as a huge Universal park or a Disney park, obviously, so you have to keep that in mind. And for that, the park is extremely immersive. But yeah, I just wish they would sort of look after their old rides a little bit more. But maybe they will. Maybe the time isn't here yet, so we'll wait and see. Has a great soundtrack here as well. Here's another eatery as well. I think they do pasta and stuff like that. This is the arena for the ice show.
We're lost.
And we seem to have walked the wrong way again. Oh, Talocan is closed by the looks of it. Yeah, it's quite a windy park, I must say. I can't remember where I'm going half of the time, so we have to sort of go around this area, I think. But we found the right way again. I was just saying the Talocan is closed, which is the Hus Topspin ride here at the park, which has a great theming as well. I was hoping to get some off-ride shots of that for you, but yeah, it looks like it's closed. It's down. I don't know if it's down all day, if it's down in the winter. I couldn't tell really. I thought it was just River Quest and the boat ride that was closed during the winter time, so maybe that's closed as well. But yeah, we found the way and we're going to go to Ruckberg now. So we've crossed safely and we're now in the German area of the park, which is extremely busy. Oh my god, what is going on here? This is also where the Wintertraum stuff takes place later on, I think. All this area, as you can see here, the buildings have all the lights on them already. They light up during the evening. And I think this is where the light show takes place as well. And I think they light up this aeroplane attraction as well. And all this area in this alleyway, which looks a bit like Disney Main Street, to be honest. That lights up in the evening, so I'm going to get some great shots of that later on. I think this is also where a firework takes place near the end of the day at 7:50. If we continue walking down straight, this is where the fantasy area of the park is, with the 2 indoor roller coasters, the dueling coasters, spin coaster, Fire and Ice, I think they're called. I'm not too sure, I can't remember. Fire and Fear, that's it. They get a really, really long wait time as well, I know. We'll go in there and show you it. Yeah. So we're just going to keep going and try and look for the restaurant that we were looking for. So if you turn right here, you come to Ruckberg, so it's quite hidden. It reminds me a bit of Diagon Alley as well. You know, the Diagon Alley aspect of it hidden away. So here it is, the entrance to Ruckberg. And that's obviously home to the steampunk area of the park, the newest area. And it also is home to Fly the Vekoma flying coaster. So you go through here and you forget all of your worries. So it really, really does have a Diagon Alley aspect to it, I think. Really reminds me of the Universal Harry Potter area. And you basically come out the other side and then you are greeted by this phenomenal Vekoma flying coaster, which we are definitely going to go on, but I need something to eat first. But this seems to be the right way as well. Ruckberg. So it's steampunk themed, it's all themed around. And look at this, guys, this is what I was talking about, that it's all basically inside this area and it's surrounded by sound barriers. And the theming is just up to an incredible standard. Here she comes. Oh, I'm in the wrong bit. Should be coming around this corner soon. So there are no other rides here in this area, just specifically the Flying Vekoma coaster. And it's absolutely incredible. The theming, the immersive experience, the music, it all comes together. Here we go. Oh no, it's gone down! So I missed it again. I'll get some off-ride shots. Obviously, won't be able to film on ride here. So this is what I mean, this is what absolutely fascinates me. These are all sound barriers, stopping the noise, exiting the park. to protect the village next door, and they've done an absolute incredible job. It all works so well, you wouldn't tell if you didn't know. And the music, the smoke, and this is what I mean, they should have this standard across all of the areas. This really does bring the park to life. And I think this is one of the main attractions for people coming to Phantasialand. Instead of going to other parks, they've really done a great job with this. It's been a few years now since it's been about, so it's not the newest, but it just still looks absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to have a ride. But first of all, we found the restaurant, by the way. It's just here, Uhrwerk, and that's where we're going to go and have something to eat right now. And I cannot wait because I am starving. Some off-ride shots there of Chiapas de Wildwasserbahn, one of the steepest drops anywhere in the world for a water ride, and it's absolutely insane. We didn't go on it today, although there's only a wait time of 5 minutes because it is so ridiculously cold. It's -3 degrees still here, and I would have gone it otherwise, but it's just too cold today. We're going to go and have a ride on Black Mamba. Wait time 30 minutes, and then the plan is to go from there to Rugburg again to go on Fly, the park's Vekoma flying coaster, and have a go on that. And yeah, but that seems to be an hour wait time the entire day, so I don't think we're gonna manage to get a lower queue time on there really. But we'll go and see. We're gonna go on Black Mamba now, make our way to Rugburg, and maybe it's calmed down a little bit then. And after that, we will be in the Berlin area, which will lead us to the light show, which we're going to see tonight with fireworks. And the whole of the Berlin area should be dark and lit up, so we can show you that. So let's go to Black Mamba now, and then we will see from there. So guys, we are now heading to the African area of the park. Oh, it's leaking. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just got to be careful because it's very icy here. It's starting to get dark now, and we're going to hope to get a night ride on Black Mamba in the African area. It's the park's B&M inverted coaster. Great ride, been here for a very long time. We've just had something to eat. We did actually go to a Mexican style restaurant, and I had the goat's cheese. It was very nice. The plan didn't really go as we hoped it would. Going to the burger restaurant, we had to wait for a very long time. And we thought, no, we would rather go somewhere else. And then we came across a lovely little Mexican place and had something to eat. I'm very full now. It was very delicious. And we are now heading to the Black Mamba roller coaster in the African area of the park. As I said, it's getting dark now, so all the lights are going to come on. It's going to probably be really nice. I can already see here some bunting, which looks great. And yeah, let's go. 30 minutes is the wait time for the roller coaster right now. And not too bad, so let's go. Deep in Africa, in the African area of the park is where, as I said, Black Mamba is situated. There seems to be something going on here. Ah! We have some dances here, African dancing. Love it. Love it, love it. Good to get the guests going. Definitely keeps you warm. It's the first bit of guest interaction I've actually seen all day. I haven't seen any mascots out or about. So it's nice to see some sort of guest interaction going on. So here we are, deep in Africa.
Willst du erst da rein oder was? Wir gehen da jetzt rein. Adventure Tales. Das Boot ist ja gar nicht.
So I just topped up some water here and some bananas because I was getting a bit hungry. No, I'm joking. Great theming here in the African area. We actually just went on Black Mamba. It's not dark yet. Great ride. I'm going to get some off-ride shots for you to enjoy the roller coaster. As again, I'm afraid I can't get any on-ride shots for you, but it's getting dark now and I can see the park is starting to light up as well, and they have a lot of beautiful things to see, and I just love this immersive area. The music in the background, it's absolutely delightful. Always good to, and I'm using the word immersive a lot, but I think Phantasialand is a very, very immersive park because it's not a big park, but they have so much to offer in such a little space, and you wind in from one area to the next without really realizing it, and that's why I think they do really, really well. So yeah, there's Black Mamba now for you to enjoy, and we're going to continue on and go and see if we can get a ride and fly. Excuse me, anyone in? I need some bread. Excuse me. Oh, there's no one home. Oh, that's a shame. I'll come back tomorrow then. So we've just come into a little souvenir shop which I wasn't actually aware of. In the African area, they sell loads of African plushies like zoo, safari type animals. You can get your drums here that they were just playing outside. And some decorative pieces, some Phantasialand merch. Phantasialand aren't really big on their merch, to be quite honest. Not as much as some other parks. I think they could do a lot more when it comes to merchandising. You don't really get a lot of t-shirts and stuff, or I mean you do, but just not a lot of selection. But yeah, it's just a nice little shop. Let's come over to the other corner, and I think there's some jewellery over here. They have a Phantasialand tote bag, I'm not sure how much that is, and they have Croco, which is one of the mascots of the park, but not really too much. They have some more general genetic scarves here, $28.50. I think that's a set of scarf and hat, which you would need today if you didn't have it with you. They have some bags here, just in plain black, so lots of stuff that you can use every day as well, which is a good thing really. But I think they could up their merchandise a bit more when it comes to park themed things. You get your park guides as well. Yeah, just thought I'd show you this little shop. Really, really nice. I was just saying that I haven't really seen any mascots of the park. We just bumped into the one of the mascots of the park, Croco, I think his name is, and he was being very, very silly and taking my hat off me, and I had to take a picture of that hat, so I'll put this picture in here if you haven't seen it yet. Absolutely hilarious. Now we're making our way to fly, and it's getting a bit dark now, so we're just figuring out which way to go again. I'm sure I saw the Huss top spin Tanakan working again earlier as we were eating, because our restaurant was just literally next to it, but I think it stopped again. I'll show you it from the outside just so you know what it looks like. The theming here is absolutely insane as well. I'll flip the camera around. It's so cool. Let me just, there you go. The design of it is absolutely brilliant. This ride, unfortunately, is down quite a lot. I've been to Phantasialand a few times, and every time I've been here, it's been down for some parts of the day. I'm not sure if it's because of the cold or what the deal is, but yeah, it's such a shame because the theming is amazing. So yeah, it seems like it's down again. I don't know if it'll open again today. They look like they're testing it. And you get a great view of it from this platform here. But yeah, just wanted to show you from the outside because the theming is absolutely brilliant. And it's built into this area of the park really, really well. But yeah, it seems to be down, and it is down quite a lot. So that's very, very unfortunate. So if you haven't believed me yet of how busy it is here today, this is absolutely incredible. They've blocked off some of the staircases as well, and it's an absolute chaos. I am so disappointed. Apparently this is because all the lights are going to be switched on at 5 o'clock. But seriously, I don't think it's necessary to make such a huge deal about it. This is absolutely chaotic, and it's been this busy throughout the whole park. So if you think I've not been filming a lot, then this is the reason why. I just haven't had the chance really, and now I'm blocked on the staircase and I can't get down. So now we are trying to go to the left to go and go and fly, but this is absolutely ridiculous. I just thought I'd have to show you because it's so busy, and there doesn't really seem to be any structure in the whole thing. So yeah, very, very unfortunate, but there you go. So guys, I just have to say again, I'm so sorry, but I think they should change the name from Winter Dream to Winter Chaos because this is absolutely insane. I know it's going to be busy. I know it's a Saturday. I know everyone's off school. I know it's the day after Christmas, but this is madness. If I would have known this, I wouldn't have booked a ticket, really, to be honest. And I am pretty disappointed. Anyway, we're going to show you the light switch on, which should be happening at 5 o'clock. It's just before 5 o'clock now, so we're going to get that for you, and then we're going to make our way to fly, finally. So there you go, guys. We just watched the light show here in Berlin, and it was absolutely incredible with the firework display and everything. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Again, a bit disappointed in the operations and the way they handled it. We got here just in the nick of time, and we filmed it for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So that is the light show here for the Wintertraum in Phantasialand that they do every single winter, and all of the buildings here in Berlin are lit up now, and I will show you that right now, and I hope you enjoyed it. So let's continue on. Now we are definitely going to go on the flight. So now we are going and rushing, as I said before, to Fly. It's now dark, so we're going to get a night ride on Fly. We're probably going to have to wait 1 hour to go on it, but it's worth it, and we need to go on it. We haven't been on it yet today. We went on Taron in the morning first thing. We could have come here first thing in the morning, but we decided to go on Taron. So now we're going to go and have our ride. It's dark and we're in Rookburg. Let's go on Fly. So we just come off Fly, and it was absolutely incredible. Night ride in the dark on Fly. It's all lit up, absolutely amazing. You can see the queue line as well that we witnessed, that laser show that was happening. We tried to get as many shots as we could of it. We couldn't get all of it because the queue obviously kept on moving. So yeah, 60-minute queue for Fly, but it was worth every single second. We had a bit of a dilemma at the end because you have to take all of your stuff off, your hats, scarves and all your loose items, and put them into a locker, which is a good idea really, especially when you're going on a flying coaster. However, the thing is, somehow threw my hat in to the locker, locked it, and when we come off the ride the hat wasn't there. And I had to go back in and ask a member of staff to help me assist, and I was allowed to go back round again. So they were really, really helpful with it as well, and they were looking for the hat for me, and we couldn't find it anywhere. Turns out we had it with us the whole time, so that was a bit embarrassing, but anyway, things happen, don't they? And they were very, very helpful, so I just wanted to get that in there, that the staff were actually very helpful. But that section when you come out where the lockers are is far too cramped. There's not a lot of space there at all, and I think they could have done that a little bit better. They could have designed that a little bit better and made it a bit more spacious, because we had to wait for other people to get their stuff out before we could get our stuff, and we were blocking the way as well. It just wasn't ideal, really. So now we've come on fly and it's really dark now. We're going back to the Berlin area and it's all lit up. This is absolutely beautiful. Just found a random wig on the floor. That's a bit that's I must say, this does make up for it a bit. It's absolutely beautiful with all the lights in the Berlin area and the very traditional double-tiered carousel here. It's beautiful as well. Look at that carousel. Absolutely beautiful with it all lit up. So this is the fantasy area of the park as well. Behind us here is a hotel. Beautiful. Look at this alleyway. Now I know what they mean by winter dream. Unfortunately, the operations, as I said, are not ideal, and I was a bit upset about the operations earlier with the crowds and stuff, and the crowd control wasn't actually that great, and I was a bit upset about that. But I mean, this does make up for it, doesn't it? Look. So we've even been greeted with fake snow here, look. I don't know if you can tell, a little bit here. It's snowing! So they built like a little Christmas market with an ice skating rink as well. And I just showed you a clip of the other show, the water show, with the Chairplane ride. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So now we're gonna go and look for a little sweet bite to eat. I fancy a crepe with Nutella, so we're just looking for that now. So we've made our way back round to the Asian area of the park after watching the light show and the water show that you've just seen. We wanted to get a crepe in the Berlin area, but it's just so busy, which has been the theme of the day. It's just been so ridiculously busy. But we've come to the Asian area because there's a crepe here we can get, like a crepe store somewhere, and it's near the way out. So the plan is to get a crepe there and then just go out of the park and leave a bit early because we have to get a parking ticket as well. And we want to leave before everyone else leaves, so we don't have to stay in traffic, because we have a 1.5 hour to 2 hour journey home. So that's what we're going to do. I just wanted to show you the lights here because we've just come to the Asian area and I've realised that they have beautiful light displays here, Asian themed light displays with dragons and stuff. So I'll just show you that before we go and get our crepe, hopefully. Lovely displays here. I don't know if this is to represent the Chinese New Year or if this has anything to do with Christmas, but yeah, so well done. So here we are then, we've left the park now, we've had our crepe. We had to go all the way back to the Klugheim area, which was really quite far away, but we went past 2 other crepe stands that had really long queues, so we thought we'd just go that way because we need to go that way anyway to get to the car later on. So we made our way, had a lovely crepe. I didn't film it, but it's in my belly with Nutella, and now we're outside the park walking towards the car, ready to go home. It was a lovely day despite the chaos. I must say it was a very chaotic journey this time in Phantasialand. I should have known, to be honest, that the queues were going to be that long and that it was going to be that busy, but silly me didn't think, did he, that it was a day after Boxing Day and that people were all going to be out, and probably a lot of people got this for their Christmas present. And yeah, there were lots of families about, but I mean, it creates an atmosphere as well. Queue times were very long. Operations could have been better, to be honest. I was quite disappointed in the operations. I was also disappointed in some of the effects not working, animatronics a bit low down, and I noticed that quite a lot of light fixtures were broken as well, and that was quite upsetting really for a park of that standard. Oh, I'm out of breath. We parked all the way near the back, by the way, on some field. They took us all the way through the main car park and we had to continue down to a field, which is where our car is. So that's where we're going now. Parking ticket costs €8 in case anyone is interested. But yeah, all in all, it was a lovely day. We enjoyed it. The light show was very good, and the Wintertraum aspect of it was great with all the lights and everything, and it was a lot of fun. However, as I said, some operations, especially near that area of the park, near the Berlin area, yeah, could have been a bit better really. They blocked off all the staircases. People started to panic. It wasn't ideal, but there you go. It's a full park. They're not really used to that, I suppose. And yeah, but all in all, we had a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. We're going to make our way home now, and I will see you at home for the next journey and adventure where we explore somewhere else. So all I can say now is thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe and comment if you haven't done already. We really would appreciate it, and we will see you next time on the channel. Thank you very much, and bye bye for now.